Today, on my very special Halloween special, today I will be talking about my favorite horror game franchise of all time. The very thrilling, the very chilling Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's get straight into the horror. Happy Halloween! Hello everyone, and a very happy Halloween to all. My name is Judah Kolb, and today I'm going to be talking about my personal favorite horror game franchise of all time. One I've loved since I was like 10 years old. That's right, today I will be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is not just because it's Halloween, but also the Five Nights at Freddy's movie just dropped and I watched it recently, so I wanted to make this video in spite of that, and I've even gotten myself into the mood of FNAF because of the movie, and so I'm more than ready to make a great video about one of my favorite video game franchises of all time. However, today I do not come alone, for with me today on my show is my special guest, Freddy Fazbear himself. Say a few words, my friend. No? Well, thank you for the time, sir. I appreciate that. Thank you. You can just sit and watch while I talk good things about your games. Now, before we get into the terror, I want to ask you guys to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn the notification bell so you don't miss future content from me. Listen, guys, I am so close to 200 subs, literally like 7 subscribers away, and 200 subs has been a goal of mine for the past little while. If I hit 200 subs, I will live stream here on this channel for the first time in years. So please, if you want to see live footage from me and watch your boy live, then hit the red button. Please. Now, let's get started. This horror story started when I was about 9 or 10, when my brother introduced me to Five Nights at Freddy's when he was playing it on his iPad. And trust me, I was scared. After he told me what was going on, I was scared of that game. I didn't want to be part of it because at the time I was not a big fan of scary things. However, interest lingered in me. And as I slowly exposed myself to the game series, I slowly but surely loved it even more. Kind of like in my Pokemon video when I talked about as I got into more things like the cards and the anime, I began to love Pokemon more. It was kind of the same with Five Nights at Freddy's. As I watched more videos on YouTube, as I played more of the games, as I collected more of these guys, I just began to love it even more. Eventually, I was a Five Nights at Freddy's fanatic. I knew everything about the games. I was all caught up in the lore. And I was collecting so many plushies my head was gonna fall off. Trust me, I still have them. I have like 30 up there, in that closet up there. It's crazy how much of a fan I have become of the franchise. My love for Five Nights at Freddy's even led me to love other horror games. Bendy and the Ink Machine, Tattletale, Little Nightmares, Dark Deception, you name it. I loved so many horror games and got into so many more of them because of the influence that Five Nights at Freddy's had on me. And trust me, I would not love horror games at all today if Five Nights at Freddy's hadn't have brought me into that world. I don't even know where to start with what I love about FNAF. Like seriously, I could start anywhere and go on for hours. But I think I'm gonna start with that original game. Even though I love almost all of the FNAF games, that original first game will always hold a special place in my heart. To me, there's something just so perfect about that first game. The characters, the mechanics, the gameplay, the way it makes you feel. Just everything about that first game, it just strikes a beat in me every time I play it. And it's always scary. Always. Huh. I guess he decided to leave. Where'd he go? Even though that original Five Nights at Freddy's is my favorite FNAF game, I just love the series as a whole and the story it tells. Speaking of story, I don't even need to start on the lore of this game for you guys to understand that this game's got some crazy lore. It's still controversial. To this day, it still is. Scott Cawthon hasn't cleared any of it up. Well, maybe he has, but we just haven't seen it or something. Because it's so complicated. Like, really, but I love it. It's such a mystery. And that's what I really love about the story of Five Nights at Freddy's. I also love the characters of the Five Nights at Freddy's series. Even though they're scary and they want to hunt you down and kill you and stuff you in a Freddy Fazbear suit, they are still so lovable and memorable. My favorite FNAF character is personally Freddy Fazbear himself. I just have a soft spot for the guy. What's your favorite FNAF character? Leave it in the comments below. I also think that the novels that Scott has come out with are really, really good. The Silver Eyes trilogy, you know, the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, the Fourth Closet, I think those are good books. I love the Fazbear Fright series. I think those stories are really, really well written. I haven't read all of them, but I've read most of them, and also I have the Freddy files, because back then I needed a book so that I could learn new things and, you know, have something to read about the FNAF games, which is always great. So I'm really, really happy that Scott has made those books for us as gamers. As FNAF fans, we need that kind of stuff, am I right? Or am I right? Also, on the side, Five Nights at Freddy's fans have made some amazing fan-made songs, like with lyrics and stuff. Like, there are so many that I love and listen to even today, and that I've been listening to since I was a fan of the series. Man, Five Nights at Freddy's songs are truly the best. Like, really. Go and try some out, they're great! And yes, in case you were wondering, I did see the FNAF movie. I will not be talking about it right now because I know there are many of you who don't want spoilers, especially the people who haven't seen it, so I will be talking about that maybe sometime in the future, but definitely not now. But I do just want to make you guys aware that yes, I have seen the FNAF movie, and it was good. In my opinion, it was a good movie. Hey, you came back! And I was just about to conclude the video. You came at the perfect time. Where have you been? Oh, none of my business, huh? Okay, fine. Now, I would love to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's for a few more hours, specifically in depth about each of the games, but I don't want to waste too much time out of your Halloween, so I'm just gonna conclude this video and leave you guys be. To sum it all up, Five Nights at Freddy's has been such an influential game series in my life. Possibly the most influential, because without FNAF, I wouldn't know what YouTube was, because FNAF inspired me to go to YouTube and start watching YouTube videos. And honestly, I would have never gotten into horror without Five Nights at Freddy's. And without horror, I wouldn't be making YouTube videos here today, because horror games is what kicked off this channel in the first place. And I am so blessed that Five Nights at Freddy's has brought all this for me. If you guys want to see more FNAF related content, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. Tell me guys, do you love FNAF as much as I do? What's your favorite FNAF game? What's your favorite FNAF character? Leave all that in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you really enjoyed what you see here, then make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn the notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. I will see you guys in the next video. Happy Halloween!